Welcome to Path Dynamic, the place where broken roads turn into breakthroughs. Here we don't just talk motivation, we live it. If life's been hitting you hard, this is where you rise again. So buckle up. Your comeback story starts right now.
Let's move with purpose, not pain.
Memories, regrets, guilt. But here's the deal. The past ain't home, it's just a lesson. You can't start a new chapter if you keep rereading the last one. Today, I'm going to show you how to drop that weight and finally move forward. For real. You ever find yourself replaying the same scene in your head? That argument, that mistake, that heartbreak, like a broken record? Yeah, I know. It's like your brain refuses to move on because it's addicted to the what ifs. What if I'd done better? What if I'd stayed? What if I'd left sooner? But let's be real. That loop isn't helping you grow. It's keeping you stuck. The past is like dragging a dead battery. No matter how hard you try, it won't start your engine. You can't move forward when your mental GPS is locked on yesterday. People think time heals everything. Nah, man. Time reveals what you haven't dealt with. You might bury it under work, scrolling, or fake smiles, but deep down, it's there. That one memory, that one heartbreak, that one betrayal that still stings when you're alone. And here's the truth. Holding on feels safe because pain is familiar. You've lived with it so long it feels like home. But comfort zones can be toxic, bro. They trick you into thinking survival is the same as living. Maybe someone broke your trust. Maybe you failed at something you loved. Maybe you lost someone and it crushed your world. I feel that. But at some point, you gotta realize that pain's not your identity. It's just a page, not your whole damn book. Here's what I want you to ask yourself right now. What am I still carrying that's not mine anymore? Because every minute you spend stuck in the past, you're robbing your future. Don't let yesterday's fire burn today's sunshine. The pain was real, but so is the power. You've got to rewrite the story. You can't delete the past, but you can stop letting it drive. So why is it so freaking hard to let go? Why do we cling to the same pain that tore us apart? Simple. Your brain's wired for survival, not happiness. It clings to familiar patterns, even if they hurt. See, trauma builds comfort out of chaos. It whispers, "At least you know this pain." But real talk, that's like hugging barbed wire and calling it love. You're not weak for holding on. You're just human. The mind repeats what it hasn't healed. A lot of us tie our identity to our pain. We start saying, "I'm the one who got cheated on. I'm the one who failed. I'm the one who lost everything." But you're not that story. You're the narrator, not the victim. Think about it. We keep replaying memories like reruns because deep down we crave closure we never got. We want the apology that never came. We want justice, understanding, peace. But waiting for that from someone else? That's like waiting for rain in a desert. I know letting go sounds easy when people say it. Just move on. But it's not a switch, it's a process. You gotta unlearn, unfeel, unchain piece by piece. You gotta teach your heart that safety isn't silence, it's self-forgiveness. Let me tell you something wild. Your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. When you replay the past, your body relives it. Your heart rate spikes, your muscles tighten, your mood drops. You literally time travel emotionally every time you dwell. That's why it's crucial to catch yourself mid-thought and say, "Hey, that's not happening anymore." Start training your focus like a muscle. When your mind drifts to the past, gently bring it back to the present. You're the driver, not the passenger. And one more thing. Stop letting guilt make you loyal to pain. You don't owe your trauma any more of your energy. It's time to outgrow the version of you that had to survive. Here's where it flips. There's always that one moment when you look in the mirror and realize, no one's coming to save you. It's just you, your reflection, and a decision. Stay stuck or stand up. I've seen people hit rock bottom and still rise like damn phoenixes. One day they just wake up and say, "I'm done reliving the same pain." And that's when real healing begins. Not when life gets easier, but when you decide you deserve better. Picture this. You're standing at a crossroads. On one sign it says past. On the other, it says future. You look back and see shadows, memories, regret, old voices telling you you'll never make it. But ahead? It's light. It's possibility. It's peace. And the only way to reach it is to walk. That's what choice looks like. Movement, even if it's shaky. You might still feel the fear, the guilt, the echo of old pain. That's okay. Moving forward doesn't mean forgetting. It means forgiving yourself for who you had to be to survive. Here's something powerful. You can rewrite your story without changing your past. You do it by changing the meaning you give it. Instead of, "I was broken," say, "I was being rebuilt." Instead of, "I lost everything," say, "I cleared space for something new." When you shift your perspective, you shift your power. And when that happens, your past loses its grip. So yeah, maybe you've been through hell, but guess what? You made it back. That means you've already survived 100% of your worst days. That's not luck. That's strength. 1. Accept without judgment. First step, stop fighting reality. What happened, happened. You can't edit the past, but you can own it. Acceptance doesn't mean approval, it means peace. You're saying, yeah, that was my chapter, but it's not my whole story. 2. Forgive, not forget. Forgiveness ain't weakness, it's freedom. It's saying, you no longer control my mood, my peace, or my worth. When you forgive, you stop drinking the poison hoping someone else gets sick. 3. Detach from the identity of pain. You're not your trauma. You're not your worst mistake. The moment you stop introducing yourself as your past, you start meeting your future. Speak about your scars like they're proof you healed, not proof you hurt. 4. Replace old patterns. Don't just remove. Replace. Fill your days with small wins, journaling, workouts, time in nature. Build habits that anchor you in the now. The best revenge against the past is growth that can't be ignored. 5. Visualize forward momentum. Close your eyes and see yourself walking free. Hear the silence where chaos used to live. That's peace. Feed that vision daily. The mind follows what it frequently sees. Make sure what it sees is your next chapter, not your last one. All right, this is the comeback. You've released the past. Now what? Now you rebuild. You chase purpose like it owes you rent. Start small. New goals, new routines, new circles. Surround yourself with energy that feels like sunlight. Your vibe attracts your tribe. Remember that. Rebuilding doesn't mean forgetting who you were. It means upgrading who you are. Every setback gave you a skill. Empathy, strength, self-awareness. Use them. You're not starting from zero. You're starting from experience. Wake up every day with gratitude. Say, I made it. That's powerful. The world's full of people who gave up halfway, but not you. You're still here, still trying. That makes you unstoppable.